Hello, everyone. Welcome back to What We Do in Barovia for a little bit of a different one today. We are doing a little bit of a recap sesh for the new year. New year, new Barov-Me. And we're going to be doing a little bit of cast Q&A, a bit of a recap, and a bit of a hello, everyone. How are we doing to start off the new year? Also, that last session was a bit of a whole thing. So we'll definitely get into that a little bit.
It was long.
6 hours.
It was like the hottest day of. It was like the hottest day of December too.
I am so sorry about the heat factor, but I am not sorry for playing in probably one of the best, if not the best episode we've had. I loved that one.
That was
yeah.
It
It ended
So
in a
good.
spot.
It ended. Yeah.
Well,
okay.
when-
okay.
When you told me like that it didn't have to end with like the town burning down, I was like, wait, what? But that's such a good like ending point.
I'll
like,
get into
why
that in
would-
a sec because I got lots of things I want to tell you, and I love doing this with players with these games and letting you know up until certain points what could and might not have happened in these. Because my players from my first Curse of Strahd game, one of them was watching, and they very much were like, that didn't happen to us. That guy rocked up. What the fuck? Like they all started messaging me on Facebook being like, how and why and why did you do that and what? Like they
The choose your own story method.
yeah, they very much were sitting there going, oh my gosh, that could have gone so different for us, and we're glad it didn't.
I saw that with the Curse of Strahd game once. Oh, not Curse of Strahd, fucking Call of Cthulhu game once, and I was just like, that didn't happen when I did this. Oh my god.
Yeah, it got wild. It got wild. Hey Cozy Pete, how you doing? So let's do a little bit of. I'm just going to monitor audio as well because I've changed something very slightly, and my mic is still doing that weird. It's lower than normal thing, so I don't know what's up with that.
But you sound good on our end anyway.
Yeah.
You sound good for us.
It just won't go higher in OBS despite it being like full. Like I can't get it to peak anymore.
But is that
Not a
OB?
bad
Is that
thing.
Windows doing a thing?
It might be Windows doing that thing again, but I've forgotten where to change that, to be honest.
Levy, I think it's volume.
Like the mic volume or something. I'll keep looking at
Pain
it.
in the ass.
Either way, let's go around the table. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for coming. You are wondering why I've gathered you here today, but Ash, let's take it away. Hello. Welcome to the show once again.
Hi. Thanks for having me back. Do you just want me to introduce myself or
Yeah.
just talk?
What's
going on?
Let's
Just
do a little. Let's do intros
introducing
because
myself?
you know I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know
I can
who
do that.
doesn't know who we are. We'll just do it every time.
That's fair. Hello. I'm Ash, and I make stuff. You can find me at Ash Makes Stuff on all the social medias. You can also find me over at the Lore Rights, where I play in Promethean's homebrewed Sword of the Skulls campaign, and also DM Tale of Two Queens, a gay pirate adventure, which is coming back for like one episode this weekend, Saturday at 7 p.m. So be there over on the Lore Rights.
Gonna be good.
Hell yeah.
I'm very excited. It's like one session, because then availabilities go to hell again. But I'm just like, it's been like 3 months.
Jess is
Let's
very
go.
Jess is very keen for more gay pirates.
Yeah, good. She should be on
Yeah.
account of I already told her what's happening. And
Hey.
so she's gotta. Jess told me. I was like, Jess, what's your character motivation? She goes, I want to fuck Tiamat, and I was like, I don't know that I can facilitate that, but let's get as close as possible.
I mean, you could do a Gale, right, and have her like spiritually do the mumbo.
Nope, I have a plan.
Okay.
I'm not bringing Tiamat into this. I'm not bringing Tiamat into this.
I want to
Gonna
fuck
have to
Tiamat.
watch to find out.
Bloody-
Yeah, she was like,
My
she was
girlfriend's
like, Seph's
weird.
goal is ultimately to fuck. Yeah, she was like, Sephiroth's goal is ultimately to fuck Tiamat, and I was like, oh, okay. And she goes, or any dragon. I was like, okay.
Just went for the biggest baddest bitch. There is.
Well, Salt Queen plays Mio, who's salty, sent me a list of all of her characters' previous lovers, and there's fucking Umberly, the bitch queen, is on there, and also Glazia, Princess of the Nine Hells, is her
Okay.
ex-girlfriend. So
I like that.
It's a weirdly common thread in the game, apparently.
Oh boy.
Anyway, please continue.
All right. Well, I can't wait to hear more about that at some point. My brain shut down. Elliot, hello. Thank you for coming.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm Elliot, everyone. I'm just a little guy on the internet. You can find me just everywhere at 8-Bit Elliot. And I just make little videos and little things and just try and, I don't know, make this content creation thing work. That's what I do.
What, my overlay? Hold on one sec. I'll disconnect this one.
Yep.
There we go. Oh, there's two of Matt now. That's right. There it is. Hello.
I'm here to be a
Thank you.
problem.
Hello.
There you go.
Hey.
Frank Walker from National Tiles.
Sorry, I'm a tad late.
No, you
Fashionably late.
I woke up late.
Hey, that's all good. You're here. That's
Hey.
the important bit.
So my hair is still like wet.
It's all good. Hey,
But hi.
hello. Hey, Elliot, were you... Elliot, were you
That was
all...
done.
Oh, okay. Ren, hey, welcome
That
to the
was
show.
done.
Thanks for coming. Who are you and
Hey,
where can
what's
we
up?
find you at
It's
the place? That
it's
was-
me. I'm here. Ren_Vixen literally everywhere. I stream a lot. I do dumb shit on the internet. I'm a professional yapper amongst other things. I'm a little goblin.
I think I've cut your mic. The overlay's done the weird mic thing again.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, welcome to the
It's
show.
alright.
Yeah, we're just doing little introductions like normal. Saz,
Right.
last but certainly not least.
Hi, I'm Saz or Saz the Meeple. You can find me on Threads and Blue Sky at Saz the Meeple or everywhere on the internet as Meeples and Dragons.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, no. John doesn't touch any of it. It's all me. He doesn't know what fuck he's doing on the internet.
All right.
So, yeah, that's us.
Yeah. All right. So we were talking a little bit just before this about like what we're gonna do today. It's a bit of a kind of ask us anything. A little bit of like we'll get into the what we have and haven't done in the campaign yet, because now that we've done a bunch of it, we've done like some of the major stuff in like the first leg of the campaign. You guys might have questions about what you could have done or may not have done, or you can give you a cheeky little hint about stuff to come, and also like letting everyone know who, like, it's been like what 3 weeks since we last played, so a little bit of a refresh
2.
even for us. So
I still haven't processed the
2
last
weeks?
episode, so
I think that's the major thing. We need to process what the fuck just happened. Yeah, it has been 3 Tuesdays since we last played.
Yeah,
I got
last one
bit,
was the
motherfucker.
17th.
You got bit.
Yeah. Oh shit, you did get bit.
Yep.
I got a
So
new hat.
and she got a new hat.
And a new personality apparently.
Can't remember.
Hey, there it is.
No,
Okay.
you got a new body. You got a new form. You got a new.
Yeah, the hat.
Yeah.
I
Got a new
can
hat.
see
So you got-
Rictavio
yeah.
now.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
turtle personality. Then you got Mosh, who's somewhere in there, and then you got
Well,
you got
any.
Rictavio.
I mean, can't any of us be Rictavio now? Because it's just
Technically,
like,
yeah.
it's just
yeah.
I'm not
whoever's
gonna be
wearing the hat.
Rictavio. Fuck that.
I would.
That'd
look,
be a good trap. They
I
think it's motion. They go to punch him, and it's like,
just saying, as Matt, I would
just
love
like
to hear.
spectral arms just come out and just.
that would be so cool. Oh my god.
Yeah. The
I just-
ultimate bait and switch.
Or just
weak little
anyone, like
Mosh.
they go to punch
Hello,
motion.
Mosh.
They think it's motion. Bridget comes out and just cleaves them in
Takes
half.
out their kneecaps.
I'm not gonna lie, I do love the idea of hearing each of you try to do a Rictavio voice disguised as Rictavio at some point in the campaign, because that just tickles the old serotonin right there.
Just, oh god, that'd be funny.
Does the hat make you sound like him?
Yeah, it sound. The only thing is, it doesn't make you smell like him. I think,
Right.
which is why we've got one vial. We've got one bottle of perfume.
Once we're out of that cologne, dude,
Mm.
we are fucked.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, because I'm not looking. I'm guessing we're gonna run into Varsha again, and that's not gonna end well for Mo.
Certainly might. Well, okay, so if anyone hasn't seen what happened last episode, maybe like a mini recap of where we're at in the campaign. What is
Yeah,
my camera
sure.
doing? Why did it go so dark? What happened leading up until this point? On freaking auto.
well, we went to the festival and then found a certain boy getting ready to be probably executed or something. And as that was happening, everybody was trying to scatter around and see how the frick we were going to deal with the situation. Had to deal with a big demon arm man. Can't remember his name.
Izek.
But Isek, yes.
Izek Strasny.
And he was like, "Yo, I'm a big old dickbag," and everybody was like, "Wow, you sure are." And
Confirmed. Dick bag.
as they started walking away with Hans and whatever the fuck the other guy's name was, because I don't remember, because it was 3 weeks ago.
It was Lars.
Lars. It was Lars.
Did we
Furia
ever meet
was like-
Lars? Was Lars like a person?
Lars
No, we
really
just felt
only
bad
shows
for him
up in
because his
that
hands
scene.
and feet were shackled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
Lars
didn't
had the
matter 'cause he ended up
audacity
getting
to
obliterated
laugh.
anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, the one I wanted you to care about that was in danger was Hans. I
And we
Yeah.
did. You turned him
saved
hot for no
Lars.
reason.
turned him hot,
Well-
apparently.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
you
he
used
did,
that picture of him.
Oh, yes, I
Uh,
did show you I showed you a picture of artist Simba from another campaign, but he just...
Doesn't matter. It's
He
Hans
looks-
and he's
feel
hot.
like this
He's
is
hot now,
Hans.
hot Hans.
Just the voice
Uh,
doesn't match the face.
I never do.
No, not at all. So combat broke out. Yuria and Calestis absolutely, and Gwen absolutely fucking mollywopped Izek, and just kind of obliterated him. And as this was happening, basically what I can only describe as even edgier Vaxildan with vampire fangs came in and was like, "I'ma fuck up all your shit,"
Shit,
and
he
then
does
kill
look like that.
90%. Yeah,
Man.
90% of the townsfolk that were in the area. We were like, "Oh, don't go near that," and then fucking Mosh did a cool giga brain move and was like, "I'm fucking the guy. I'm the
Jackie."
man. I am Jackie, and I'm gonna kill you now." and then the mayor was like, I'm literally just a guy. Like, I'm not even a threat. I'm just a dude."
Oh,
And
yeah.
then-
Did I tell you
And then
about
Emo-
that, actually?
I was
You
so
did.
mad that guy
You
was
did.
just a guy.
He was just
Emo-
a noble stat block and he had
He's just a
9 health.
guy. I'm so mad about that.
And then Emo Vaxildan came in and was like, "Hey, you're not my boss. The fuck you doing?" And then was like, "Hey, you on the ground. This is for
Bapped.
being a dickbag, I guess." And after that, he popped down and was like, "I'm gonna kill you now because fun, I guess." And then started stabbing Mosh. And then Mosh is like, "Guess I'm dying." And then started dying.
So dying.
Just
And-
again. He's reserved to it at this point. It's like,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
it's a living.
He's in it now.
And then Rictavio was like, "Don't worry, I'll save you." And then Dimension doored him out. And then Yuri was like, "Hey, that was cool. I kind of wish he died, but that's fine." And then grabbed Isek after failing a couple times to do the thing that I wanted to do, which, it's fine, it's whatever, it's cool. I'm totally normal about it. It's cool. And then basically was like, "Hey, man, how about you just rot in this necrotic whatever?" And then grabbed him by the scruff and then threw the back of his head and his body into this death void. And then his little demon buddy that was stuck inside of his body went Wah! Into this little, like that thing in Jumanji when they're doing the board game, and then Alan Parrish is like, "Ah!" into the circle as he's like going. Yeah, that
Like
happened. Except
down
it
the
was the demon.
drain, yeah.
Yeah. And then everyone's like, "Well,
That
okay,
happened.
we're leaving."
Yeah. We out.
Yuria said, "You're welcome for the snack. Please don't kill us," basically. And then was like, "Come on, Calestis," and then grabbed Gwen.
I
grabbed
was
Gwen.
already on my way because you told
Yeah,
me
Yeah,
to
you were
fly.
flying.
like, you
Flying.
flew.
flying.
Yeah.
You were flying, and I was like, "Go," and you were like, "No," and then I was like, "Okay." And then
I was like, "Are you sure?" And then I left.
Yeah, and then Yuria was like, "Here's a cool axe, Gwen. Also, we gotta go." And so they started running, and then Super Emo Vaxildan was like, "I'm gonna kill everybody now because this is fun."
And he also
And-
probably
Oh, yes,
killed
I
some
have-
horses.
I have
That's a dick
super
move.
evil Vax up on screen now. This is what that hottie looks like right
Tell
now.
me that doesn't look like Vaxeldan
He
with
looks-
vampire fangs.
When you said that, I was
He
like,
does.
that is so like such a good call of a look-alike.
Yes. Yes.
He
oh, I
also
gotta
just
press
kind of
my-
looks like Benedict Cumberbatch.
a little bit.
Oh yeah, he does look like that humble bundle.
I gotta start my. Okay, there we go. So after that, everybody started running away, and then Yuria and the
church
gang
was
got
on fire.
got on horses, and the church was on fire because Colessus was like, the church is on fire, and we were like, oh, well, that's the church is on fire. Let's go save the church from being on fire. And so we all got on the horses and we started running over there. And then as we were getting there, I didn't see Strahd just being like, I'm up here now. I'm gonna fucking. And Yuria jumped off and started throwing hands with some of the vampires again, because why not? Some of the thralls, excuse me. Not a full vampire, a thrall. And then Strahd was like, well, you guys suck. I'm gonna kill you now. Also, go get my bones, because
Get my
I want to walk
bones.
on this church for some reason. And there
Also,
was a back and
fireball.
forth. Yeah, well, we're getting there.
No, he did 3
and
fireballs.
We're
So much
getting there. And then they had a conversation while Colessus is like, I'm a big badass with a cool shield. You can't get to this church. And then he was like, oh yeah, fireball. And then it blew up half the building. And then Colessus is like, didn't hurt me. I got a cool shield. And he was like, oh yeah, fireball. And then she died.
He's like, oh, you think that's gonna
He
save
also
you? Fireball goes around
yeah, he also
corners, bitch.
he also clawed my throat open. That was
Yes.
rude.
Yeah.
That too. And then Yuria was like, fuck, that's my girlfriend, not girlfriend, who I think I might be dating potentially in the future, but I don't really know. There's this really weird sexual tension, and I don't really understand it, but okay. And was like, shit, fuck, Mosh is... Now, okay, now you're dying again, Mosh. God damn it. You were fine, and now you're not, but you're not Mosh. You're Octavio, but I don't know that. Oh shit, you are Mosh.
I still stand by that the catchphrase "God damn it, Mosh" is staying strong in this campaign.
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
We should get it on
Oh,
a shirt.
just you wait. I've been cooking on some more dumb shit for Mosh to do.
And then Gwen was like, I'm here and I'm gonna start throwing hands too. And I was like, good job, Gwen. I'm gonna go get those bones. And then Yuria went down and grabbed the bones and then threw them to Strahd. And then in that distraction, she was like, I'm a fucking grab you, bitch. He failed somehow.
Because you rolled a nat 20.
Cause I rolled nat 20. And then basically Yuria was like, hey guys, run and leave. It's fine. I got this. And then she just grabbed Strahd and just like firemen carried him out of there. While they were
you
beating the
did,
shit out of
didn't
each other
ya?
on the way.
Yeah.
And eventually, after a bit of running and a little bit of time, they basically started throwing teeth and hands at each other, in which Yuria got bit and was like, fuck you, asshole, and started prying his head off of her body. And then she bamfed out of the hold and was like, fuck you, asshole, and then just disappeared. And then he was like, and then
I think the words were, this is going to be fun.
yeah,
That's what
and
he
then
I have this
And
for
then
you. I have just
we got
freshly
on
cooked.
horses.
There you go. You like that?
What is it?
I just I put up on stream, but I also put it in our chat.
Yeah,
There you go.
Beautiful.
that's yeah,
Absolutely
that's
beautiful.
yeah. So that's what happened on the last episode of Dragon Ball P.
On the last episode of Dragon's Ball P. So in what you're
Yes.
saying is you were no real Super Saiyans, and then
Yeah.
we ended.
We should
And-
not have
and then-
lived, but anyway.
Yeah,
we should
never
ended
lived.
with
We
us
should have all
beating
died.
Valaki and like just like on horseback off into the distance. Valaki's just on fire behind
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, it was a bit of
So-
burning happening.
I ended that session on 1 HP. If I had died, I would have probably turned into a vampire, I think.
Yes, you
or
would
a
have
thrall?
turned into a thrall. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you hit 0.
So survived that. That's cool. That's fun. But what does that mean in the future? Who knows? I might be becoming a little bit of a dump here, maybe, or maybe I'll just die. I don't know.
yeah. We will find out.
Yeah, we will find out.
Be
But,
committing
that's-
different funny
that's-
business then.
That's what happened. Hands were thrown. People died. We almost died. Colossus basically did die, but also didn't. Bosch basically did die, but didn't.
I
And
think-
Gwen just went,
Twice.
"What the fuck, Rock?
I-
You want to blow up or something?"
Rock did nothing.
Gwen's just chilling the entire time, and everybody else is burning horribly around them.
Literally though, that
Yeah.
is essentially what happened.
We also tried to sacrifice Irina, and Strahd was actually into it, and that was a bit rude.
Yeah, you were
We were
like,
like, damn, that was,
that
a
was a
one.
ploy. That was
No,
a
it was like-
a fake out.
That was a ruse. That was a ruse. That was a bit. That was a silly goof and a guffaw, a hee hee hoo hoo, if you will.
I know, but it was like that was
funny
like
business.
that could have been our one trump card, but he was like, no, go ahead.
do it.
Do
Well, it was either
means
that
you're
or
reincarnated,
grab
I
can
the
get her
rock
again.
and threaten the rock.
Yeah.
I want.
It was one of the two. And I was
I
like,
want
he
her to
probably
die
cares more
so I
about
can
Arena.
turn her into a thrall.
I think it was actually he wants her to die so that her soul will reincarnate into something that he can grab more easily.
Because he was like, that'll make it easier or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just rude.
So
Yeah, he's a bit of a
Strahd.
butt.
Basically, we all got super cool hero moments. Calestis basically went Strahd, and then Yuria went fucking pull up Strahd, and then Mosh went, I'm a real cool guy. I'm Strahd.
Mosh was like 3 or 4 people that sesh, actually thinking about it more.
I have like all of my like level 1 like spell slots were all just
disguise selves.
just changing. Also, a very important point. Mosh lost money to the rock.
Yes, he
Oh,
did.
yeah. Right. I forgot we had that whole thing. Dude, that was the longest session of D&D I've ever played. It was 6 hours.
Oh
it was
man,
great.
Like
I think it was like
there was that whole
the stream was like
starting
7.5 or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty
7.5.
long.
And then the game itself was it was about 6.5. Strangely, not my longest, but definitely one of my longest stream ones, I think, from
Yeah.
memory. In one game session. Yeah.
You must have missed
Yeah.
the rock part.
Oh yes.
Yeah, no. At the very start, because we were still dealing with Rictavio in the tavern.
Yeah.
And then Calestis and Yuria were dealing with Rictavio.
And I
so
cast Zone of
Mosh-
Truth. I
Yeah.
cast Zone of Truth. And for whatever
Which you failed,
reason,
which you
Mosh was-
succeeded on.
it's twice. Because that's a big spell slot for
Yeah.
me. But Mosh auto failed because he didn't realize he was having to make a saving throw, and he was just downstairs spilling his guts and losing poker to a rock.
Yeah.
I like
Which
to
is
think
beautiful.
that Gwen was playing the rock, like subtly, and he just never noticed it. So she
Yeah.
effectively made him feel like an absolute buffoon losing to a rock, because he was just like, I have a 4 and 6 4s. And more 4. How do I get so many 4s? And, like,
I want to
And,
hear. I want to just like. I think he's like, 5 of a kind. You well played, Rock.
There was also something in that interrogation which Yuria then used, like at the end of the episode. Like, so she had Rictavio grappled, right? And he
Yeah.
Misty stepped out of that grapple. And then Yuria used that at the end with her last spell slot to get out of Strahd's grapple
to get out
and
of
escape.
Oh,
and I
it
was like,
wasn't-
oh, that's a
it
beautiful
wasn't-
moment.
It wasn't a spell slot. It is a
Oh.
thing I can do once a day. And there
Fair
were
enough.
multiple points where I was debating doing it earlier, and if I had, I would be dead.
Yeah. Yeah, because you managed to negate the damage from the bite, but not the necrotic damage. So we were like, yeah, stinky breath. is where you took that damage from.
He's got that stank breath.
Yeah.
So the way that I like to think about it, and this is what Matt and I talked about after everybody left, because we had to have a conversation about secret things, which you guys can't know about.
Okay.
We didn't talk about anything. It's just a bite. But I just want to make it. I want to make it sound cooler. But I was like, so mechanically, how the fuck did that even happen? And Matt was like, well, the way I like to think about it is, he bit down and started to do what he was doing, right? Which was effectively to try and turn her into a thrall, right? Like straight up, that's what was happening. But because Yuria had the ability to deflect damage, even like melee doesn't matter, because it went underneath. I think I negated all the physical damage, but not the necrotic. So the way it was flavored was that as he bit down and started to do his thing, she basically grabbed the top of his mouth and just pulled him off before he could actually do the thing that he wanted to do. And because if I hadn't negated that damage, I would have died.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of the way that we flavored it. So something happened. I don't know what happened, but something happened. And I'm going to find out what happens in the future with that. I'm sure, Matt, you and your bullshit.
Why is it always described as bullshit?
Because it's bullshit.
But goes to that. It's always described as bullshit. Oh,
But
There's even that meme.
Yeah.
That I definitely didn't make.
Yeah, did I put that in the overlay? Is that the one with the sniper on it?
Yeah, the sniper.
Oh, that shit's awesome.
Yeah, hold on. I'll put that in. I'll get that ready as well. That was really funny.
So, yeah, dude, that session was awesome. Genuinely, I think it was so fun because there were hero moments for everybody. We got a massive lore moment for Gwen, which was fucking sick.
Yeah, we
Rock
did.
and that was really, really cool.
Also want you to
In
know
the
that
midst of
I got a Stream Deck Plus in here and I accidentally opened it in a new tab and that's why you're seeing that. But that is the screensaver that I have for that Stream Deck now. Sorry, interrupted.
No, it's fantastic. My favorite moment of Gwen's in that entire session was the cutting of Strozny, right? And then immediately flipping the axe to the side and clocking one of the guards so that you didn't actually like kill him. Because you would have killed him.
There was
Like-
no point to killing them. They were just doing their jobs, so.
Which is just really fun. But like there were so many fun moments and like so I need to know, Matt, what level is it okay for us to know what level Strahd is?
You don't
Can I
want to
ask
know.
that?
You don't want to know.
Okay, but I do want to know because I fucking 1v1'd that bitch and got away. So I do want to know.
Do you want to feel
And
good
you
or
don't,
bad?
you don't have to tell me the level. You don't have
okay.
to tell me the level, but like, what is? He could have easily killed me, correct?
Let me just yes.
Okay. On a scale
so-
of my HP to 0, right?
Yeah.
How much damage could he do in one turn?
One turn?
Because it
What's your
depends on what
max health?
spell he casts.
What's your max health?
Let me look. Sorry.
Hold on, I can literally bring it up.
It's 48, isn't it?
I've got the map
I think it's
session up, and I
48,
can
yeah.
also load your characters.
We can
43?
kill because he's done it like times.
53.
Whoa.
53.
Oh no, that's because we got the level up.
So it'd
So
be
it'd
what,
be
like 8 or
1d8
something?
less.
Yeah. Well,
It'd
1d8
be-
minus. Have you got tough, or have you got
I do have tough, yeah. would
so you'd be plus another 8
two-
health plus con.
40. It is 43. Yeah.
Yeah.
43.
Okay. Okay. So 43.
Uh-huh. I just want to know, like, did I get through that by the skin of my teeth? Which I know I did because I only have 1 health. But, like,
It's not true. I healed you to full.
He could have downed you in 1 hit
No,
if you
no.
fail to save.
Ooh.
you didn't heal me to full. You healed me to half because I had half of my HP taken because the stupid fucking thralls just seemed to love
healed you
biting
to-
me.
I healed you to full of what you have available.
That is true, which was 22 at the time.
One.
Yeah, because
one,
Cure Wounds is
two.
fucking insane now.
Cure
2d8
Wounds is
plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
It's 2d8
modifier,
plus
right?
cleric level. Yeah, that one. So it's +5. So it's
I've redone all my spells so that I'm just more helpful in combat now.
So in terms of options, if you want, okay, so is this gonna? Okay, I'm just gonna say it anyway. In terms of options, he has 1, 2, 3 ways to instantly do enough damage to down that, and then he has 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5 other ways to bloody that amount of health, but like on the side of like 75 to 80% bloody.
Right, okay. So that's the full 43, right?
Yes, the full 43.
Okay. So I basically
And that's like
boxed
one action for each of
a
those
level
things.
9, level 10 motherfucker and got away. That's what I'm understanding. And look, should I have been able to do that? Yeah, I'm fucking awesome. I just want to know, were you holding back on that? Like, did you want me to die? Were you thinking about killing me?
I thought about
Or-
it. I was
Yeah?
going to kill Rictavio. If he had got to him, Rictavio was dead. Which is why he put his fist through Moshe's chest.
Right, and then when he turned back into a
Again.
turtle, he was like,
He went,
"Oh,
fuck.
oops,
He needs to
that
get
was
new
my toy."
moves.
So
Please stop punching Mosh in the chest.
he's got to Kali
Mosh
Ma
more
your
in the
heart at least
chest.
3 more
Got it.
times.
Every time he's just gonna see Motion just rip another heart out.
Okay. So
Oh,
I'll
Can
give
he
you a
spare you,
little,
guy?
I'll give you a little
Imagine
bit
if
on.
I had turned into a thrall and then I punched your heart out.
Oh god.
There you go.
No.
God, I don't even
My
want to imagine
friend!
Yuria under.
No!
I don't even want to understand Yuria under the command of Strahd. That's a terrifying thought because you would
Oh god,
You
that
would be able to
sick.
destroy- you'd be able to 1v3 the party. Like your AC.
You guys,
Like your
Yuri
your
doesn't
AC
have
is 18.
Yeah.
saving throws though.
Like
Like
Yeah, the
Yuria
saving
would be
throws would-
formidable, but I think 3v1,
Yeah.
like if Gwen got between you lot, suddenly Gwen has 100 health to get
Yeah.
through, even if you're dealing a lot of damage, resistance, and all that, plus the temporary health. It's like Yuria
Yeah.
v Gwen would actually be a pretty hard matchup for both of you.
Wait,
pretty
how
good,
much health
actually.
does Gwen
1v1.
have?
Sorry?
How much health does Gwen have?
Barbarians have the most health out of any class.
Well, they functionally do
But-
because they half most of the damage that they
Yeah.
take.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm
But
over
In
Also-
addition,
here
their
rocking,
hit dice is a d12.
Also,
I'm
that.
over here rocking like 20, 30 health and getting one shot every session.
There is.
but also
I do force
level
damage.
5 you get
Multi.
stunning strike, right? So if you
Oh.
hit one of those onto anyone,
Which I
like,
think
we're stunned.
Yeah, if I had turned into a thrall, it actually would have been probably the worst thing that could have happened for us.
Yeah. Well, isn't it?
Fuck, I didn't even
Isn't it you
realize
have to
this
get-
thing. Jesus.
Isn't
What's
it you
up?
have to get
worry
buried to
about it.
also become a spawn?
Don't worry about it.
Well, I would have
Like,
died,
you have to
so Strahd
die
could have
and
done
get
whatever
buried.
He wanted.
Yeah, but
Strahd
you have
could
to
have done whatever
die
he wanted
like
with my body.
die through a bite and get
That would've.
buried.
Yeah.
In order to be resurrected as a thrall. Spawn.
That's it.
Mm.
Oh, so they have to be buried as well.
Have to
Yeah.
be buried. So if we start cremating everyone we come across, we'll be fine. No more vampires.
The thing is though, is with that.
Every guest appearance we have to cremate them.
Oh, I can't wait to cremate Lady Wachter. Oh my god. I
god.
might do it while she's alive.
With that
Um,
though, like, there would have been no way for you guys to have known because it like you guys weren't near. Like Yuria had
You would've
ran
been
so
gone.
far
Yeah.
away
Yeah,
that
you were in town.
You- you
Oh,
wouldn't
next
have
time
known.
you
in an
saw
alleyway.
Yuria, they would have been a vampire spawn. That would have been so sick.
Yep.
And they just like turn up with glowing red eyes. You're like, oh hey Yuri, what's up? And they just punch you to death.
Yeah.
Punch motion, rip his heart out again.
Yeah, man.
Who
that'd be
knows? I
so
mean,
cool.
listen. We
The
know
start
that
of every
she's
battle.
we know that she's not a thrall, but that doesn't inherently mean because Strahd did something. I don't
There's
know what he
something
did.
there.
I don't know what he did. Matt
Yeah.
knows what he did, but
Matt
I
knows
don't.
what he did.
So there is
that's 'cause
something
Matt-
that happened.
Matt's cooking up some bullshit.
Matt,
That's
hey,
what-
hey, whoa.
You
I
and your
also-
fucking bullshit, dude.
If it helps at all, in regards to the question you asked as well, I've got role playing notes from the book on how to play Strahd, and one of them is absolutely like he is the lord of the land and basically a quasi demigod, right, or something like along those lines. So, this story is ultimately about him being like, I'll let them see what they do. And then slowly, it's a classic, like, he cultivates his own downfall type story in that. And so, like, fighting you early on in this campaign, that was the first time you properly fought Strahd from memory, right?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
So, he's playing with his food, really, in that situation. So, yes, if one of you would have died, he would have been like, guess they weren't worth it situation. It would have been like I'm kind of upset about that, but I'll get another one.
I broke my toy.
Exactly. Yeah,
God damn it.
more or less. That's his attitude there. Because
Which-
that first time you fight Strahd is
oh.
supposed to be a bit of this is what we're up against.
Yeah. Well, that's what
Well,
that was.
yeah.
That makes that even more interesting because if I had died, he would have been like, no, my Transformer toy, what the fuck?
I broke my action figure. I'll just put some strings on it.
And then literally would have been like, I can fix it, don't worry.
Yeah.
Like, and
Put
he
some
wouldn't like
super glue on the
initially.
Astralam.
Yeah, initially he wouldn't want to take control of her because he'd be like, go have fun. Go be a little rapscallion.
No, he would. He would be like, I'm going to now turn the person that they're not going to want to kill against them and just fuck with them psychologically. It's like kick them while they're down, even without a long rest type thing. And just see how they go.
Yeah, we need a long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the
Yeah.
next session. The next session is survive. And that is the objective. That is it.
That's it.
Well, we're on our way out of the town now, right? Like we are on horseback leaving.
You're
like,
on,
the
yeah.
run.
You're getting out
Yeah.
of Dodge right now as Valaki burns.
By the way-
we're going to the west as well,
Yeah.
from memory.
That's where the
Where
wolves
the
are.
wolves are.
That's where the wolves are.
That's where my
Um,
tree is.
Yeah, the tree,
Oh, it
the
is
wolves,
too,
and the
yeah.
winery.
Mhm.
That's a good
The
name for
wolves,
an
the winery,
episode.
in the tree.
By the way, if you guys do end up having to fight me, I hope you have a decent constitution. Because the con save skills is my wisdom.
When does?
So you're
Yeah.
gonna have to
I
hit
also
a
do.
DC 16 in order for you to not get stunned.
I'm looking up what mine is, and I don't think it's good.
No,
Yours
your
probably
con
won't be
score
being
is
a
shit.
bard, yeah.
It's why your health is so low. It's because your con score is garbage. I mean this so lovingly, but Elliot, you've created a character that will die so quickly in any given scenario.
I won't
Yeah.
bring it
Con's
up.
good. We're fine.
I won't bring it up immediately without
13.
consent, but I can open your character sheets if anyone would like the audience to see them.
They're more
I
than
don't
welcome
care.
to. Go for
Yeah.
it.
I've
Alright.
Yeah,
showed
go
mine
for
off
it.
before.
So I can literally from this window here open them. So
Chat helped me level up, so
oh nice.
Mine's still on level 4. So.
Players.
we
Yeah.
we brainstormed dumb things I can do.
So I don't get any fun shit at level 5 to play with, except
Get an
for
extra attack.
like you get the extra attack and you get stunning strike, but I don't really get anything else that's super interesting.
I've got third level
uh,
spells. I'm very
yeah,
I
excited.
got spells too. I'm
Level 5.
happy now.
Well,
Yeah.
Level 5 is your multi-attack for the martial classes, and then level 3 spells for your magicals. So you've kind of got a bit of both in your group.
Yeah.
And yeah, it does
The-
give
the
Halo
fun-
reach, you're right.
The
I
fun
want
thing
level
is
6 for the branches of the tree. I can't wait for that. That's going to be so awesome.
I've got
The fun thing-
motivational speech now. So.
Fucking Christ.
You've got motivational speech. Just as a heads up, you temporary hit points don't stack. As a heads up, so if Gwen was to give you new temporary hit points, they do not. You would either take the old ones or the new ones. They don't replenish.
Whichever is higher, yeah.
So if that alters what you would do in the campaign, feel free to not take Inspiring Leader, because the main feature of Inspiring Leader is the temporary health. But if you've already got a barbarian who is granting you temporary health,
To be
judge
fair,
whether or not. I think everybody
to be fair,
gets that.
Gwen's
though.
usually going to give those temporary HP to Yuria because she's right there, because hers is within a very small sphere.
Hello.
Yeah, Mosh, go inspire yourself.
Because you need it.
Well, nobody ever like. Whenever there's like healing spells, it's like it's always you three because I'm further back.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I get just fucking pummeled.
Maybe you need to pivot what you're doing to be a little bit closer to everybody else.
Well, now I've changed my stuff now, so I've got
It's just got her,
Tasha's hideous laughter as well.
Okay.
It's just got a
that's
raid
good.
jacket from Destiny in the post. It's really cool. Oh, it's not. It's a Destiny jumper. It says Guardians make their own fate on. It's got like a big embossed raid logo on it. That's pretty
Ooh.
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And a pocket for trinkets, apparently.
Yeah.
Very important.
All your
Trinket
stuff goes
pockets.
in
Also,
your
hey,
arms now.
It's after Christmas, Matt. Did you like the gift that Jess got you that she showed to stream and you didn't get to see?
Which one was it? Ash is saying,
Did
which
she give you?
gift did you give me that you showed stream? Showed. Oh, the dice. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, did you
sweet.
like them?
Yeah, I love
They
them.
were really
yeah,
cute.
Yeah. No, they were rad. They were like little. They were like liquid core dice with a Gengar from Pokemon as the
What?
as the D20.
Yeah.
I can't remember where.
How
it was
much were
from.
they? Because I
You
want
are
them.
wizards you usually find them at.
I think they're on Etsy. Oh, I found
Send
them
them to me.
immediately. Liquid core resin from Crystal Maggie on Etsy. They have lots of different Pokemon
Oh.
ones, and I also really like the Dragon Ball themed ones.
Go through
'cause they
Etsy.
all-
Go through their site.
Oh,
Ignore the
Crystal
Etsy
Maggie
fees.
on is their website. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chuck it in here. These are the ones that Jess gave me, though. They're rad. I really like the Gengar ones. They're like black and purple. They got sparkly liquid core in them.
Like this.
Yeah. And yeah, I really like the Dragon Ball ones they had as well. I think it was Dragon Ball. They had. Was they these ones? Yeah, these are it. Here's the Dragon Ball ones. They're bloody cool. Oh well, thanks website.
Ash, you might remember
That's
this because I
sick.
think you suggested why I take it. The tiny hut. Why did I take that again?
Because it will protect us while we sleep.
Okay, that's
Doesn't
right.
matter where we are.
And it's
Okay,
also
so
a
that's why I
ritual
took it.
spell. Yeah, you have
I
to ask
also
Matt
took-
about it because they changed the wording of it.
For which one?
Tiny Heart. It says spells of it used to be no spells could pass through it. Now it says spells of level 3 or lower can't pass through it. So but what way does that mean you can't cast out of it? Does that mean something can cast into it? Like I'm
Leomans?
confused
Like
by the new.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if Strahd throws like a level 5 fireball at it, is it just gonna go inside and
Oh,
just
that's
blow us
so
all up?
interesting. I need to check this.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, they've changed the wording and I don't know which
Or
way it
what-
means.
Yeah, or is it stuff that we cast through it?
Yeah, 'cause,
Use it
like-
as a little
Spells of
foxhole.
level 3 or lower.
Because I would
But it says-
assume that cast through means from
no,
inside to outside, but
It will be from probably either side. Otherwise, that's broken as fuck. If
Yeah.
you can stand inside a tiny hut and just beef on someone from inside it,
yeah.
because that is such an abuse of that spell. It's not funny. It
'Cause
will
the way-
be both ways.
The way I
I-
would do it would be utility spells like sending or light you could cast out of it, but actual attacks would have to be you'd have to leave the dome is how I would rule it. As from like a homebrew-y.
So,
way.
I mean, this is such a new version of this. This is weird.
Yeah, it's
Can
I
we
don't
move
like
through
That
it?
reads to me.
Creatures.
is
Oh,
that- way that reads to me is it can no longer be used as a safe haven from all harm.
yeah.
So like, because it's meant to be used as like, oh, you don't have
low
you're-
level.
You're out in the wilderness. you don't have a place to stay. If you want a place that's going to keep you relatively safe, boop, there's your little hut. Stay inside it for the night. You know that you're protected up to a certain level. But if a fucking dragon comes along and is like, hey, fuck that hut, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna die.
It's
right?
more appropriate now for a 3rd level spell versus what it could used to be of like it's a 3rd level spell that can block anything. This one's more scaled appropriately, and then it encourages you to use Magnificent Mansion, which is a better version of this.
Right, because Magnificent Mansion creates a pocket dimension.
Yeah,
like
whereas
it's a door that you open
and nothing
into
can
a pocket
get in.
dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus this is more like we've created a small safe space.
I liken it to. Have you guys seen the D&D episode of Secret Level?
Yes,
Yes.
there is a
That
tiny hut
bubble.
in that. That's a tiny hut.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly that spell.
Yep.
What else is this? I had something else with Strahd here. Oh, I just realized I forgot to do something in his defensive capability that would have. I mean, I don't think you bloodied him anyway, but
No, you said that we did.
okay, he
That
would.
hadn't had
I
a
think
full
it's
rest
more
and
that he
was.
bloodied himself because he cast Fireball on the immediate
Yes.
On
vicinity.
himself, yeah.
Yes, he wouldn't have been bloodied if I had have taken this into account.
Oh, good.
That's all right. Play it forward. Doesn't matter.
You'll remember for next time anyway.
I sure
Well,
might.
I mean, it's one of those things where, like, flavor-wise, he just was like, they can't kill me. I'm playing with my food. Might as well
Yeah.
give him a little bit of hope.
right? The
Oh,
other-
I also changed my cantrips, so y'all can message me now. Like, I can use message, so it's not just one-way communication.
Oh, you got level
boy.
3 message? Hell yeah.
No. He
No,
did
like,
the cantrip
cantrip.
message.
Oh, good,
Because I
good.
changed my, so I don't have I don't have
Sending?
Mage Hand anymore.
Oh, yes.
I took that one out because I hadn't used it. I used it like once in the first episode, and then I switched out something for prestidigitation. And
So
then got
you could have
message as
given
well.
us a fucking shower this whole time?
I
Yeah.
can now. I can now.
Yeah, so it turns out
Okay.
that with the new rules on a level up, you can also change your cantrips, which I did not know.
So I'm playing it as like Moshe has been talking to everybody, like, so he's learnt how to then get them to reply.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
I think the other one I had was like, it was similar to prestidigitation, but prestidigitation's like better. So he's just kind of like
Thaumaturgy.
practiced and gotten better. So
Yeah, fair enough.
Gosh, what
Now
else?
you can fix my clothes and my
yeah,
fucking...
we can do a
I
whole
can have a
bunch of
shower.
stuff.
Oh,
and I've got sending as well, so we can message whoever we want whenever we want with 25
good.
words.
I was about to say, sending
you
is
should
great.
Constantly,
You could also call
constantly
Strahd.
send Strahd a message being like, "You're a bitch."
Well, because they can also block the message
Yeah.
as well.
They can block
and
the
it
number
lets
for
me
8
know
hours.
that they've blocked it.
Every 8 hours, you should
Remember,
just
your
send them a
call
message,
has
be like,
been disconnected.
Where did you put my Lady Rain? Just like, constantly be like, "Where's my donkey? Where is she?"
Could he not just sending the donkey?
Probably.
I mean,
Sending
it
has-
could,
Oh, okay.
but it's funnier.
Moch might be getting a gun. We were discussing earlier that maybe if we got enough gifted subscriptions in one stream, Moch can have a pocket dimension inside of his shell that he didn't know about, and then just finds a gun in there. Sorry, that was
kind
the
of-
chat.
I kind of want. Oh no, I know. I kind of want. I want guns. I want one for each arm.
Oh my god.
Oh no,
That'd be so cool.
Rootin' tootin' Uria.
that's given Bayonetta vibes. Is
That
what
would
that
be
is.
Bayonetta
Fucking
That's
yeehaw, motherfucker.
So sending creature that you have met or described to you by someone who has met it. So it means you can just, anyone you've met, you can just be like, hello,
Yeah.
hello, Mosh-san there.
yeah, but
So
I want to see Elliot struggle to maintain 25 words because it is so much harder than you fucking think
So,
if you're improvising a message.
here's
Well, because
the
if he
thing.
says his name, that's like half of the words there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just-
shit.
He's just
Just
like,
imagine-
hello, this is beyond bot.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be 7 words. No, you've used 8 words already. My favorite thing to actually no, I'll save that joke for when we do it on stream. I did it in Dragon Break, but I have a thing that like if people are like, I've got extra words after I finish my sending spell, I'm like, I got you. I'll
Snowing
save
on
that
Mount Fuji.
save that bit for later. But yeah, sending's a fun one. Also, I wanted to say, if anyone in chat also has questions for us or things you want to know about the campaign or Strahd stuff in general, or the cast and characters in general, like let us know. This is for you as much as it is for us. And we'll be here for, I think Rin, you're leaving in about half an hour, and then we'll be
Yeah,
here
I gotta
for
hard out in
probably.
about 30 minutes.
And we've got about an hour left of this because a couple of us have to run directly at 12. So
Yup.
yeah, we got about half an hour of Rin and then an hour for the rest of us. But yeah, ask us anything.
So ask me your questions now or perish.
Yes.
So I think it's fair to say that like each of our characters has a big secret that they're keeping. Yeah.
No, actually, no. I don't think Gwen is at all. It's not a secret. You've seen her rock. Come on.
That's true.
So, yes,
The Rock has secrets.
The rock has
Gwen
secrets.
has
Gwen
secrets.
does
Gwen.
not.
I have a massive secret.
That's
I'm
all you
not
get. Is it
saying
about-
shit?
Is that about the monastery? That from when you were talking to Zone of Truth, talking to Rick Tavio, and you were just like, sure, let me admit
does
it.
it have to do with the monastery?
Yeah, you had said to Rick, Rick Tavio was like, you seem like you've got trauma, and Yuria was like, yeah, well, everyone I know is dead from the monastery. So
I also have written in great big capital letters here, Yuria is
well,
immortal. So.
So, all right. For context, because I chose my words very carefully in that moment. She doesn't know if they're dead. It's
Cool.
gone.
ooh,
Oh, very cool.
The monastery
cool.
is gone. It is just, she was there, she was doing something, she woke up, and it just was gone.
ah, no, I'm not gonna say that out loud. I just had a theory hit my brain.
Message me, Ash.
And if you're asking the question, does that have to do with anything does it have to do with a secret? No. Not directly. That's just her past.
That is such a terrible pun, and I
John
love
is
it.
staring now. I mean, it's one of those like everyone's got, there's nothing funnier to me than, funnier. Funny to me, I guess. I mean, I'm stupid, but it's funny to me. Someone brings a fully fleshed out, like complete backstory sometimes, and you're just like, well, we might do some of that. And like, it's not that Rin, you haven't done this. I have had players in the past that just reminded me of something I had a player in the well past. They gave me a complete story, and their character kind of didn't have anything to do in that. And inversely, it's like you've given like, everyone's got the trauma of the backstory, but there's still something to do. But in certain scenarios, yeah, you will get a character that has just fully just been like, oh, I'm just here because I'm playing D&D rather than what everyone's done here of like, you've given it enough to open-end it. So it's not just like a cleric is your god just tells you to do it.
Yeah. Well, I
Always
think
a gripe of mine.
I think we had our conversation first about this.
Mm.
Like, I came to you and was like, hey, I have a crazy fucking idea. And then I softball pitched it to you and you were like, oh, yeah.
I was like, yeah, sure.
It's
let's
like,
try
all
it."
right, cool.
I did see that.
And-
We got a question from. Sorry, finish what you're saying, Yuria.
No, that's it. That's it.
Rin.
It's just
goddamn.
we gave you the little bit of nugget of an idea, and you were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna run with that." And
I
then
think most of us have talked about a little nugget of an idea that we're running with at this point.
I think mine was just like, I want to play this style of barbarian, but I don't know if it'll work in Strahd. And you're like, yeah, it does. We can do this.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, let's go.
I love your subclass. I think it's one of my it piqued my interest so much in the way of the 2024 rules. Just for the way it works. It's like world tree. You can walk through the roots of the world, and the roots of the world are also the ley lines. So I was like, oh, there's so much you can do with that.
Yeah.
And okay, so we got a question from Nictacular. Say, Matt, how much have you enjoyed the way the gang has shaped the events of the story, and what was the most unexpected moment so far? I think I got two. The first one was done by Elliot in the fact that they cast Disguise Self the first time Strahd asked if they could come into the windmill. And then Strahd got a natural fucking 1 on that save to investigate it, and just went, oh, sorry to bother you. just left. That has never happened in my campaign. Like,
there was a whole conversation. You told me after that if I had to let you in, you were gonna give us back Lady Ray.
I was gonna give you Lady Rain back. I was going to give you Rain back, and
But then we would have had him and the hags in the house, and
you would have, but you would have got the donkey back.
Hindsight, I'm really glad that we haven't got Lady Rain back, because I've just been making up some bullshit, and it's just getting more and more complex.
Yeah, you're adding like a web of it.
Yeah, I'm the exact opposite of Rin. I did not prepare a backstory or thought at all, and everything has just been a joke. And now I'm like, oh, I can make silly jokes, and now it's law. And now Moshe has to have. Now he's done a revolution at some point in his life.
You do what I like to do a lot as well, where you come with your concept and your character, and then you kind of find it during the role play. That's like a really common thing that players can do as well. It's like, I'm just going to dive in and see where this goes. For example, I'm going to play a one-shot with Eleanor Covers and a few other friends, and I think we're going to pre-record it, and then it might go up on a stream. But it's using his like homebrew. He basically wrote like a whole D&D book of expansion content and made like a whole class and everything called the Witch. But I'm playing a Vermin Crawler Rogue, which is like basically scampering little rat guys. But my concept for the characters, I literally just made Twitch from League of Legends, and I'm gonna play that. And go from there. I'm just a chaotic little rat guy who can now shoot from prone without having disadvantage on the roll.
That's awesome.
And he got a climb speed while he's prone, like rat.
Yeah, I think that I personally like having a little bit of something to go off of. So like in every character that I've written, or that I've played, I have written the core basis of who they are, because that allows me the ability to act in a way that makes sense for them. And then I discover who they are as I adhere to those, like, not rules, but like as an example with like Yuria. The reason she's so standoffish is because of some things that happened to her prior to this journey, right? And so that being one of the core rules of her is the thing that informs how she interacts with the world. I didn't know that she was gonna be as abundantly bitchy as she is. I initially wanted her to be like, the way that I initially incepted her was like, this would merit her to be very reserved, very closed off, very like, these are my walls, you're not allowed in. The way that it ended up shaping honestly was entirely because of you, Elliot, and your character. Because
Really
that
sorry.
immediately, no, it's fine, I love it. Because that little wrench in the midst of everything that she's feeling, she's gonna act out, and it's not gonna be very nice. And so like that moment was kind of like the pivotal point in which like, oh, maybe she's not this reserved individual. Maybe she's just like, she doesn't know how to deal with her emotions, so she just acts out. And that's how she acts. Like she's very similar to another character that I
love
play.
that.
In that she's very emotional and she acts emotionally first, but she's also the kind of person that she is entirely self-serving. So, and that was evident from like session 1. Like the moment that you guys started going down,
Oh, she would out.
yeah,
Gone.
yep.
I like that we've all sort of found our characters now.
In it.
Yeah.
The other moment, as a side note as well.
Yes.
I think it was actually just Valaki falling. I didn't think it would go. I mean, it's such a roll of the dice. It's like I don't ever consider that it can't happen. It's a will it happen? Let's see. Usually the players sort it out, and then this time it was just like the world is falling apart around you, and really driving that wedge of a decision between the festival and the church. It was the goal there.
Yeah.
Was the thing that made it so, because I think you said this, but like, was the thing that made it so Strahd came to the church, was that because Henrik escaped?
Actually, that was the catalyst for a lot of it. So, if you do not kill all the spawn, they come back.
Okay.
And it's the event's called the St. Andrew's Feast, where Strahd and whatever spawn are there will assault the church. So if you just happen to not find the coffin shop and do that quest, like it was technically a side quest, but if you don't do it, 6 vampire spawn and Strahd assault the church.
Right.
But it'd be easier if we
okay.
didn't do that quest because the hallowed bones wouldn't have been at the church. It would have just been a massacre.
They would have, yes, you would have found everybody dead at the church. So there would be no fight, but then the whole of Valaki would be in a lot more
Overrun,
disarray. Yeah, it would get overrun instead. So the way to in that, yeah, because I can tell you all the hindsight of certain things now. The way to solve that one is to destroy all of those spawn, and then Strahd may or may not still attack the church because there's only Strahd now, or he might still do it under different pretenses, or he might just show up in the festival instead. Like that might just be the other thing, or he just might not show up at all.
And he'll just send his little murder boy.
Yeah, that's also a thing that may or may not happen. Yeah.
Did you say that one was because we didn't do the murder house in Barovia?
No.
Why did Emo Vaxeldan show up?
That part's a spoiler. So he's got stuff later, but he is very clearly a you'll meet him again character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am not looking forward to that.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
Like,
he is.
Maybe if Mosh dies and my backup character comes in, sure.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
like the way he's
Yeah,
set up,
but-
he didn't rock up with Strahd. He rocked up on his own and did that level of carnage type thing, you know?
yeah. But it's
Still
like
saying the master
the
sends
aura
his
of-
regards.
the aura of death just means that like our martial fighters are not going to be able to really withstand being close to him for too long.
It's entirely
And then
that's entirely the
I'll
point
be
of that guy.
fine. I'll be fine.
They set healthy
And then it's
boundaries.
Yeah, and then you've got the spellcasters who are like going to have to balance healing
Yeah, we're
martials and
healing.
also trying to do as much damage as possible
Yeah.
to get this guy down faster. Like
Nothing-
I can already picture it in my head. It's going to be a tough fucking fight if we fight him.
Nothing also is more interesting to me than realizing that your action economy gets halved when your spellcasters have to spend their entire turn healing.
Yeah.
It becomes a very different game because suddenly you're doing this dance of like, I need to keep the people who have the action economy up. Otherwise, I risk everybody going down, but also, should I just do something to attack right now myself, or should I just get out? Like, you guys start playing a
Yeah.
very tactical game in that sense, whereas you've got your bulwark characters that are just like it's not simpler because you have to manage positioning a lot more, but the gameplay starts to become super dependent on tactics and what your class can really push the boundaries of as well.
Honestly, I've been treating this like Baldur's Gate's honor mode, and
Yeah.
I think that's I think that's the thing that's mainly been keeping me alive at this point. Because
say-
if Ash was in charge of Calestis and not honor mode Ash, she'd be dead in session 3. I would have died a long time ago if I wasn't being careful.
I think
Yeah.
this campaign and Tomb of Annihilation in particular, I would call those two of the hardest campaign books. Well, harder campaign books. I would treat those more like honor mode more than others in that sense. Yeah. The
Well, Tomb of Annihilation isn't that you can't
there is
resurrect
no
anyone and, like,
resurrection
Revivify
in
doesn't
2.
work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
An extra character sheet. or
that
3.
is yeah. Tomb of Annihilation is Curse of Strahd style hard, but with permadeath. And then you can also run a meat grinder mode version of it where your death saves are DC 15 instead of 10.
Ooh.
So that's a optimize the absolute hell out of your characters and still get ready with a backup sheet. The first time I ever ran that because like I have what I call like campaign critical NPCs or like critical NPCs. So Ismark, Irina are a couple of those for you. In Tomb of Annihilation, my very first run of it, between critical NPCs and player characters, there were 42 deaths by the end of that campaign.
Jesus.
One player died
Okay.
10 times. Mind you,
Was it Elliot?
was it Elliot? This is the first campaign I played with Elliot. No, this was like when I
The
first.
best
I know.
campaign that I've done.
This was like
You're
2018.
doing so well.
Keep in mind, I also had 8 players in that campaign. It was a huge
I
group.
feel like Matt's like feeling bad for me sometimes and just like letting me pass.
No,
Yeah.
Matt doesn't pull punches, dude.
I'm strictly. Here's the thing. I run so many games, so unless the death feels bad, I don't pull the punch. Really, like a new player usually gets a bit of a freebie pass. Elliot,
Which
I
you've
don't
had
put you in.
one.
Yeah, you've had your freebie pass probably in session 1, I think.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
what the very first thing where I got clawed
Yeah.
and just went down.
Yeah, that was your.
It was great because prior to session 1,
I didn't
prior to
get
session 1,
do
Matt had
it.
told
I
us
got-
everyone will probably get like
You
a
get one.
one,
You get a
chance.
1.
Like,
Your
you get
party
one,
gets 1.
and then Elliot was like, done.
yeah,
I tried to swipe away the mist with the like mage hand. And
Mage
I
hand,
died.
yeah.
that's the other thing though.
Yeah.
As a DM, you got to judge whether a death is earned or not. Or sometimes like you can just have a death that is unexpected and kind of is unceremonious. Like the Burgomaster's death was just like and like almost taken away from you in that sense. But as long as it makes sense of the story, right? It can happen. So that's how I treat it in a campaign versus just like some random happenstance of death. Like if a random encounter was to kill someone, it would have to be interesting because otherwise it's just like this random inconsequential thing did just take us out. And whether or not you guys know that, I'll know that if it was like something that was just like, that was a bit shit. And we can judge from there. But like overall, yeah, I won't pull a punch very often at all. I'll just let it play out.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes it's not Matt pulling punches, it's Strahd pulling punches. Just Strahd going, oh, that was a bit pathetic. Might as well let him live.
If there is a punch pulled, it's the NPC doing it. Yeah, that's a really good way of putting it. Strahd is
Because
toying
it
with his
definitely
prey.
feels like,
Yeah.
it feels honestly like Strahd just fucking pities Moshe so much. It's like he's somehow managed to live this long.
It's
He
funny to
keeps
watch him
playing
struggle
with it.
like a bug.
Like he's gonna
Like,
kill
he
him at
ripped-
some point, but
See, that's the thing. Like, Moshe is not like, this is not a dig at you, Elliot, or Moshe. Moshe isn't really a challenge for him.
No, he's not.
It's mostly entertainment. It's
Yes.
like, I want to see what kind of wacky shit you get up to because you are absolutely unhinged.
I
find it fun.
I also would argue that as it stands right now, no one is really a challenge for him, and he's kind of just picking and choosing the yo-yo to spin right now. But Moshe's the easiest to mess with, I would say. Actually,
out of all
Irina
of us,
would
Moshe's like.
be Irina. Ismark is emotionally compromised because of it, then Moshe, probably.
Yeah, but out of all of us, Moshe is the closest thing we have to a non-combatant character. Like, all of his spells are utility and also fun. I feel like Calestis and Yuria and Gwenryn all have like actual combat experience, and Moshe's just like, well, you know, sometimes I have had to fight off many lovers. Like, just kind of like fucking around.
Not a fight here.
That's why I had to like pretend to be Jackie in that like fight with that really tough guy, because I was just like, I got
And
nothing.
it worked. It was great.
What, I'm gonna throw vicious mockery at the guy 10 times. Okay.
Yeah, and it was awesome because it was like your Strahd voice was spot on. It was uncanny.
It was great. Yeah, I really liked that.
It was
That's another
fantastic.
problem, is that if Matt does a voice, there's like a very strong chance that I'm gonna try and replicate it and pretend to be that person. That's the only reason I turned into Hards, was because I was like, oh, that's a fun voice.
Yeah, and it worked. It was great.
How do I? Sorry, I'm trying to get these characters up from the campaign. I was doing it yesterday. I was pulling up your sheets though, more than anything.
My echolalia is showing. Hey.
I think that there, and maybe this is just my projection, and because I want it, because I want it, right?
Can everyone actually load the map session? That's why it's not letting me do it.
Oh, sure.
Maybe.
If you can't,
I really like the idea that because of what happened in the last little bit with Strahd, that there is this air of oh, you can actually put up a fight even though I wasn't really giving it my all. Like,
yeah, that's interesting. This is gonna be fun, you know.
Yeah, this is something that I actually want to foster, because this is gonna be entertaining.
Thanks.
But it's the opposite of the entertainment from Moshe, right? Like, Moshe's entertainment is you titillate me on the intellectual side. You titillate my need for a funny sitcom. Whereas you're
and also he gonna fuck him when he was a tiefling. They were gonna fuck him.
He's still might try.
I'm just a random episode of Friends on TV to him.
Yeah. And then on the opposite end, you have Yuria, who is the opposite of that, and is very much the kind of, like, she's a combative bitch, both in like the physicality and the emotional side. So she shirks the idea of anything that he posits, and that challenge begets the physical challenge. And then, you know, like, we all cover some different aspect of like of his
wants and needs. Yeah, you're emotionally supporting him in his plight to be a dick.
Yep.
I feel like a good pop culture reference for Rin versus Strahd is Captain America holding Thanos' gauntlet open when he goes to snap.
Oh yeah, I like that.
I think that's pretty apt.
Is there any?
Because like that session very much felt like the ending of Infinity War when, you know, half everyone. Spoilers if you haven't seen it, but
it's 4
He's almost
years
10
old.
years
You've had
old.
enough time.
It's fine.
People are complaining about spoilers from and it's like,
About what?
I'm sorry,
About what?
that musical came Wicked, the musical that came out in 2004,
I mean,
and the
I
book
guess
that
I
came
hadn't
out
seen it
before
until I
that.
saw the movie. I mean, I didn't.
But you had
need
20
to
years
know...
to catch up on spoilers.
Yeah,
is what
I
it
didn't.
means.
I know the Wizard of Oz story very well. I didn't need to know. Like, I know where people end up anyway. You know. Yeah, it's like my friend, my friend Brendan, who's in the main cast of the show on the YouTube series. He at one point he was like, "Oh, I don't want you to play Red Dead in the same room as me because I haven't played it yet." And I was like, "The game's been out 6 years. You've had enough time. I'm not playing this just because you're home. You're always home. You could deal with it. Put some headphones on. The game's been out long enough."
I think after, personally, after the 6-month mark for like, I think like with like movies and TV shows and shit, I think that's when you can kind of start freely talking about it. When it comes to like video games and stuff like that, I like to give it a year.
A year is
not
pretty
everybody
good,
can afford. Not everybody can afford a game as often as like maybe a streamer can.
Yeah.
Because like you get to write it off as tax write-offs and shit like that.
Yeah.
But like TV shows and shit, unless it's a serialized TV show where it's like a long-running one, like I won't talk about the first. I will not talk about the first season of Dawn until season 2 starts.
I do want to watch that, I think.
I will say this: the start of Dawn, it's gonna be rough because the way that comedy in Japan kind of takes shape, it doesn't really hit the same in the other parts of the world. But after the first episode, Dawn is basically, so this is such a departure. The manga was written from the perspective of I'm going to write the most insane shit that I can to try and get serialized by Shonen Jump.
Kind of like Gintama-esque.
Yeah,
almost. Yeah,
actually.
I heard Gintama's a lot like that.
And once they got approved for the first bit, there was the hard pivot on the story, and it is genuinely one of the most beautiful stories ever.
Dawn's on Netflix, yeah.
Yeah. I've been reading the manga and catching up on it, and it is one absurd humor, which I love, but it is also this like it's this very, very serious, very introspective look at what love is.
Oh.
Specifically young love.
Okay.
And like learning about relationships and what it means to love someone, what it means to be close to someone, what it means to develop feelings and how does that affect you, and then also like just trauma and shit like that. But that, yeah, it's a good show. It's a very, very good show.
I'm just looking at the time. So we've got Rin for about 8 more minutes. Last call on asking her some questions, so we can have a little wrap up there. But I've got your character sheet up as well if anyone wants to ask me questions about that. And the insane modifiers, not only yourself, but a lot of our players have. Because I will state that even though this is a hard campaign, y'all have rolled some fucking rolls in a way that's really helping you.
Yeah.
You also gave us the opportunity to min-max, which was beautiful.
I can handle every sort of player. Min-maxing is no problem for me if you want to do it, so whatever. You know?
My default, just I guess for the sake of people knowing if they want to know, I do the same thing with every character I make. Every character I make, I do 3 rolls. I do 3 sets of rolls.
I always
instead
allow
of
that
standard
too.
array. So I will roll 3 sets of 6, and I will usually take the highest of that, and then I will intentionally take the stats that I don't want to play into the character, and I will nerf the shit out of them.
Yeah.
For context, the first array that I got was 16, 10, 13, 9, 13, 12. It's pretty good, right? The second set I got was 14, 17, 15, 15, 15, 13.
Far out.
The third set that I got was 14, 14, 15, 15, 7, 17.
So I'll open the character creator here real quick to just show anyone who hasn't made a character in D&D. We're using D&D Beyond, which is the tool set, makes it a lot easier. But with abilities, right, you're going to be rolling your stats here. And when we say we've rolled 3 arrays, we're going to manual rolled, and then you're going to take these rolls here, which it will roll, 15, etc., all the way through. I really should reset these dice to not roll it, but whatever. Well, here's my rolling ability, everybody. Nothing below a 13 right now. There you go. I've done it live. There you go. That's my stat spread. That's fucking nuts, right? You don't get that often.
That's like a level 12 character, stat-wise. So,
in saying that, you now understand where my Mat 20s come from, as I call them. That's I'm just pressing dice and it happens. That's what we mean. We roll like add group. We'll do 2 more of those type thing. And so you're saying, Rin, that for Yuria, you dumped a couple of these? I mean, I know you did, but...
So I dumped a very specific one because I wanted to play a character that was not good at talking. I wanted to play a character that would be the worst person to talk if they were like... I didn't want to create a face because I played face characters in a lot of other games in like one-shots and shit like that. I don't always want to be that. And so I intentionally made it so that I am the worst in the group at doing this thing. So we might get the information that we need, but we're also going to piss people off, right? Which is why the whole like breaking down the gate to Valaki, whatever the hell we call it, breaking down the gate, that's why that happened.
I love that
because she doesn't have the social aptitude to navigate that. It's gonna be, well, this is what had to be done, right? So the stats that I ended up taking were 13 in strength, 15 in dex, 16 in con, because con's really fucking important, 10 in intelligence, 17
con ever.
No.
Do not dump con. You
in...
don't think you need it, you need con. It's directly tied to your health.
17 in wisdom, and then I took the remaining stat and I made it a 7.
Yeah, so, and that's the thing. I have a way of like balancing stats anyway. So if you roll super high, remember also these stats that we're looking at now have a level 4 ability score increase if people took them, possibly, and then also your species traits, which is another 1 in a couple stats, or a 2 and a 1 in something. So I think you've put yours in wisdom and probably dexterity or con by the look of this. Yeah.
So the feats actually cover that. So the first thing that I took was skill expert, because skill expert increases my wisdom by 1.
Yeah.
And then I put the 2 that I got from the origin, like the racial stuff, into wisdom as well, because I knew I wanted to do astral self. And because astral self has such a higher emphasis on the wisdom stat than the dex stat, I was like, okay, well, we'll dial back the dex stat a little bit. And then I can try and bump that up later on.
Oh, and your background is ruined, so you've got the feat tough, skilled, or alert from that. Oh, and also...
Wait, your background's ruined as well?
Oh, you both got ruined?
My background feat is ruined.
Hey.
Yeah.
Because we started this campaign before 2024 rules, from memory.
Yep.
Yeah.
The other thing interesting with this, I guess it's another thing that I let players have. This is the pre-2024 ruling. I always give players a level 1 feat. I've stopped doing that now because 2024 rules always give people an origin feat no matter what. So technically, you've got your level 1 feat from your background, and then you've got your... How have you got 3?
Because you allowed us to take, so we had
I gave you the level 1, and then you've got background feat, because some come with background feats, and then level 4 feat.
We had this conversation at the start where I was like, hey, this is going to give me 3 feats at level 4. Are you okay with me taking both? Because I wanted to take skill expert for the wisdom and the insight proficiency, or expertise, excuse me. But if I take this background, it's going to give me tough. Is that fine? And
yeah, that's fine.
I remember your exact words were, "You're gonna fucking need it." Yes. I was like,
that's it.
All right.
I know that.
And you're right. Like, if I didn't have that extra 10 health, I would have died last session.
That's the thing. So with all this, it's like, I know where this campaign is. I can give you information. I can give you all this. And then you guys start being powerful, and I'm like, oh, I can just pull out the stops. Like, I don't have to run it light touch. I'm running my other Curse of Strahd because I run yours and this other one in tandem. They just lost the Bone Grinder Mill fight so hard they had to make a pact with the hags to not die. And now they have to deliver a hag to their new overlords every week forever, every 2 weeks forever, until that pact is done. Otherwise, the hags will just kill them.
The craziest part about that encounter for us was that silence.
Yeah.
That silence bubble
taking no damage.
Literally was so unbelievably clutch. And
yeah, it was pretty good.
it Yeah, it was
Rin,
wild.
I got one last
Yeah.
question for you. Very
Sure.
important.
Yes.
Ash Makes Props asks, how much do you like Calestis on a scale of 1 to 10? Little fingers and then sad face with the watery eyes.
How much does Rin like
How mu-
Calestis, or how much does Yuria like
I
Calestis?
don't actually know.
Yuria.
Ash Make Props, if you're in chat, can you please elaborate on that a little bit more, please? I need to know if that's for Yuria or for Rin.
It's for Yuria.
Okay. So here's the thing. I didn't come into this with the idea of having a romance happen.
None
I
of
did
us did.
say
In
to
our session
everybody.
0, we
Yeah, I said to everybody, hey, if it happens, it happens. But if not, that's totally cool too.
yeah.
The fact that the beach episode happened, and then it was canonized, that has kind of shifted things in a way where I didn't know if Yuria was gonna be into anyone. Like, I didn't know if she was gonna be like, maybe she's heteronormative, maybe she's just gay. I don't know.
Still room to play with that, even if it changes too.
Yeah, and there's still room to play with it, but to put it lightly, she's curious. She doesn't like Calestis
As a person, it's
from the
fine. I get it.
perspective of, I'm trying to talk to you and you are not communicating back to me, and that's really fucking annoying.
I love two neurodivergently coded characters being unable to communicate with each other, just saying.
It's oh yeah, no, Yuria is
Well-
100% like, I don't want to say that she's not autistic adjacent.
She's got coding of it, but might not necessarily be.
Yeah, no, she definitely is the type of bitch that, like, if you say something, she's like, okay, that's what you mean. Like, literally, that is what you mean. So,
So,
like, she understands subtext, but
Like Drax, but not an idiot.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Like, I mean, that's a very neurodivergent trait, right? Like, you can take things on face level, or do take things on face level before taking the step back to think about it more. Like, your instinct is to just, that's what it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So Calestis pisses her off, but
Calestis pisses me off, so
she kind of listen, that beach session, there was some stuff that was said that definitely made her blush a little bit.
I think that's another thing that I didn't expect out of the campaign too. I didn't expect the beach episode to become so core to the canon of the campaign. Like, two major plot
You
changing
literally
things.
Weekend at Bernie's us.
It was funny.
And that just isn't a thing anymore. So we don't have any idea as to, like, what the fuck happened to make him Weekend at Bernie's.
I can tell you in a non-spoiler way, there is
Okay.
genuinely a campaign reason as to why he couldn't be harmed there. That was actually something I pulled from the book, and I was like, if it
Okay.
comes up, like, it'll be basically, it would have been meta knowledge of, like, that's why that happened when you figure
Right.
it out. But as it stands right now, it was just like, at that moment when I was like, Strahd falls out of the sky, blah, blah, blah. I will say, the falling out of the sky part, because I think either one of you asked me or Jess or someone asked me, they were like, what was up with that? And I just went, oh, I just needed Strahd to appear. Like, Strahd's just, he was doing Strahd things.
He got
and then
hit
he fell
by
out
a
of the sky.
lightning bolt or something.
Yeah. It's like Strahd was
Ran
just
into
being,
a pack of birds.
Strahd was just having a Jackie old time up there. Maybe in that way. But he
was just fucking.
He was,
jerking
like,
it in the sky.
Oh, like fucking Homelander and the boys doing that thing.
Yeah.
He's just, I'm the master of the lands. And then he got hit by lightning and fell out, Man, goddamn. Is that
why-
canon now? Who cares?
Who cares?
Now he has canonically 6 side shaves, so
Everyone has a
I also want you to know,
canonically
if-
six shot.
Everyone does.
if our hair had not also all fallen out, I was going to shave him bald. Want you to know that. I was going to fuck him up.
I actually will say as well. Ren, do you need to leave, by the way?
I do.
He's waiting on the
but
call link.
last thing.
Okay.
Just last, whatever.
Super
your
last
thought.
call. Ask Rin any questions. Otherwise, that's it. Or Rin.
I'll blow up.
Or you'll blow up.
I'll blow up. I'll combust.
Passing 747, localized entirely within Barovia, hit him in the air.
We did low key make the Wright brothers canon, so
Has anyone
it?
seen?
Yeah.
That's true.
Has anyone seen season 3 of Marvel What If yet?
No.
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 If you're going to watch it, I have one word for you. And in one of the episodes, I simply will just say Avenger Borealis, and when you see it, you'll know, and you'll have a little laugh. And it was just like an intrusive thought when I saw it. But if you've seen it, you'll
Is
know.
it Agatha being amazing? 'Cause
Agatha
Catherine
is in
Hahn
it, and that's a
fucking
fantastic episode.
I know.
It's
Agatha
a real good one.
Harkness is an amazing character, and
series is
Catherine
really
Hahn
good.
deserved that Golden Globe.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah,
really good
told you.
series. Yes, last call on that. What else is unexpected in this campaign? Yeah, that charity episode was so fun.
Mm-hmm.
And watching you all just...
That's my favorite episode.
It would have been... It's one of my favorites up until the last session with the Blazing Sun. Blazing Sun is such a... Every campaign I've run, the Blazing Sun Festival has done something different, and it really sets the stage for the next leg of the campaign. So in terms of like running the game, it's such a fork in the road, wonderful, let's see what happens next. Because I know where you're going to go, and it's very similar to what everyone else is doing in terms of where you go and what you do, but how you do it is always so radically different.
Right. Well, and the tone now for us is that everywhere we go, we leave a wake of destruction, not because we want to, but because that's just
That's what this world has given us.
Yeah,
That's what this
we
world
aren't
is
capable
doing.
enough to deal with the things that are being thrown our way.
Inversely, my other group that did solve the St. Andrew's Feast before it went bad, they also had their heart ripped out by Strahd as well. They just had they had a lucky Revivify available, so they got that. I think they were level 5 when they did it, and
Yeah, we gotta
Mine
find
was
some
just a
emergency
charity
diamonds.
event thing, wasn't it? Like there was a donation.
yours was a
that made me-
donation that led to it, yeah. But then
Yeah.
we've now made
Yeah,
it. Now we've worked
you
it out.
rolled
Yeah, there's a thing there.
reincarnation on the surge table.
Yeah, yes,
Mhm.
But yeah,
But I do love
there's a
that
thing there
I-
now as to why.
yeah.
I
we
do love
come
that
up
the
with fun
charity
reasons.
episode has had us pivot our characters in some interesting directions, because we went into it and we were like, oh, this isn't gonna be canon, we'll just fuck around, we'll just do whatever, and then it became canon immediately. Like the set finished, we were like, boom.
Yeah, when it finished,
Let's go.
like in saying that as well, for audience perspective, we did genuinely have a chat a couple days later going like, now the dust has settled, how do we feel about that?
Yeah.
And we had a genuine discussion of like, do we actually want this to be canon? Do we want parts of it to be canon? We will go with what people want. Like, if one person doesn't want it to be canon, then it won't be. Like, do not feel the pressure of everybody saying yes or there's a majority vote. It's like, if you don't want some of your character, because it's your character, you have agency here, just say, and it won't be canon. And then Elliot goes like, no, I want to be a turtle. So that was probably the biggest one. And we all went, oh, all right.
Yeah, the thing.
Yeah,
that mattered-
he got like a +3 to his armor class, so he was like, yeah, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
You can swim now too.
You lost some
The
other
thing-
stuff though, right? Like you lost your tiefling origin abilities.
I don't have dark. I can't see in the dark anymor.
Oh, you also don't have resistance to
don't
fire
have-
damage, which would have really helped last session.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. There's
You
a
also
lot
don't
of
have
stuff that I just
Thaumaturgy
don't.
or Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah.
Both also very good spells.
Yeah. the thing that mattered to me in that was that because there was a genuine connecting point with the characters, because like I feel like because of the absurdity of that, like you inherently have to let down your guard a little bit, like as a person. Like you would just be like, this is insane. There's gonna be a little piece of you that shows through, like that especially someone who's guarded. So the thing that mattered to me was not the clear sexual tension shit. It was the fact that there was a vulnerability.
You started it.
I did not. I simply
You
pinned
did,
to the
because
ground. You made it
No.
sexy.
Calestis got undressed into her swimwear, and Yuria openly stared and drooled.
No, not drooled. No,
Like
Almost
mouth
trolls.
open, like
No.
the
Was just
YouTube
like-
reaction face of.
Listen, gay panic hits everybody. All right, even if you're straight, gay panic
Listen.
will hit you.
Can attest.
All right,
Listen, I am aware.
it was just gay panic, and then you started trying to kill a friend, even though she doesn't really think of him
I
as
was
a friend.
told to.
She listen. She doesn't consider Mosh. How do I word this?
A person.
Canonically, you're fond of us as of last session.
Oh
Yuria's
yes, we
words,
got that
not
as the zone of truth.
Yuria
Yeah.
is fond of the group, but she does not like certain aspects of people in the group because they annoy her.
How
Because
friendships
there was that
are.
library scene
Really?
after Mosh got kicked out by the cats, where you were just like, oh, he's not the worst. He's just a bit much.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can see that.
that pretty much sums him up. Like
Yeah.
like he's not the worst person.
Anyway.
He's just a lot.
You got
I
a
got a jet. I got a recording that I gotta get to. There's some drama,
Have a
Have
fun
fun.
time in Castleton.
but I definitely will. You guys are lovely. I adore all of you. Ask the most fucked up, deranged questions that you can. I will be lurking in the chat the entire time.
We got a hot 20 minutes. Do your worst. And maybe, Ren, if you are answering from the chat, let's keep the questions
Yes.
open and then we can, we can bring them in or we can answer them next time. Yeah.
Sure.
Ren, thank you so much for coming.
Goodbye. You guys know where to find me. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm
Bye
leaving.
forever.
Bye.
Oh, God.
All right. I'm going to keep that camera there.
Okay,
and
I have a question.
Yo.
Mm.
Do you guys think that Strahd is top? Because I think that he's a pillow princess.
I think Strahd is a switch. No, I think Strahd's a dom.
I don't.
Oh, you mean top or like... You mean top or like dom
Like,
sub? Because I reckon Strahd would be a top. At the very least.
I feel like he's a starfish. Like he will just lay there.
Oh, maybe. Hold on. I just need to do this real quick and get rid of this capture. No, that's not working. It's
Did
two
you
of Matt,
see
though.
Rin in chat, Ash?
Yeah.
He's a Boxer says he's a bottom for real. The fact that you didn't ask that when I was in the call
I'm
is
very
so
sorry,
fucked
Rin.
up.
I knew that you had to leave.
Hey, Red, jump in and just give us your answer if you need.
Yeah, it's
Just say top, leave.
I'm so sorry.
That's so fucking funny.
Oh,
I just
goodness.
figured it would start a really long conversation and then Bryn would be late for her recording session. And then that would be bad.
Hold on.
But
Hold on.
I
Is
think
Ren's,
he's
Ren's
pillar-
captions still on?
I don't know.
I
so
think they
much,
are.
so fucking much. I don't. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
Hold
no.
on. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
mute that. I'm muted. I've turned them off. I've turned them off. Fuck, that's so funny.
No.
Oh man.
goodness.
Sorry, Red. Sorry. I wasn't even reading them. I just saw them like start
No.
moving and went, oh, I gotta turn that off. There you go. Have
goodness.
Lizard
I
Cam.
feel like
You're talking to you through the captions. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, I'll turn them on. I'll turn them back on.
Strahd would just lie there, and I feel like Strahd is just very much a blow me guy.
Okay, now go, Rin. Now go. Enjoy Lizard Camera, but it's on its side for some reason. They said, fuck you. Fuck, that's so funny.
Oh, goodness.
God.
Okay, so...
Well, that's my new favorite reaction image.
Oh my god.
I want to see more, like, because there was a little bit of like a friendship budding between Gwen and Mosh.
They've had a
Like
couple
they-
of little
I-
moments.
I wanna see more of that. I want that to do more.
Like, to be
Yeah.
clear, also, like, Gwen doesn't hate him. Like, he's annoying. She doesn't hate him, so.
I can't really imagine anyone hates Mosh. I just think, like, even Yuria was saying, like, he's fine. He's just a lot. Like, I have friends that are like that. That's fine. Like, you just know at what level you are with them, type thing.
The sneaking off through
the-
town
the-
thing is still my favorite.
Yeah.
Moshing Gwen
The
thing.
frustrating part about Mosh is that, like, they're just with him all the time. It's like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't get him in small doses. He's
No.
just there.
This meme really encapsulates you two when you're in town, by the way. I also have my meme folder open, so What the fuck?
Don't.
Teagues
Just
is
don't be
fucking
suspicious.
coming for blood today. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Teagues does that.
Man. Coming in so hot today. Teagues is a lot
Yeah, I
right
want-
now.
I want more mini adventures with Gwen and Mosh. Just
I take a
being
whole fucking
menaces.
mini session. Like, just give them a session to themselves.
If either
Just let
you
them go.
two, if either of you two out of Rin and Ash are away one week, it'll be team. I mean, we could come up with a team name
Don't
for you.
be suspicious.
Yeah, team suspicious, team. I don't know, team Turtle Tree.
I'm just gonna be 2 secs while I fix this.
Oh man.
I don't-
lighting.
This would just be like just the worst mission that you could think of. Are you?
Total fist.
Turtle fist.
But just like the most low stakes mission you can think of,
Did I
and they're
put
taking
that?
it so seriously.
Elliot, did I put the purple grape mash meme in yet?
I don't know if you did. Or
I don't know
not.
if I did yet. Oh, it's in the memes overlay folders. So maybe it has come up. But
Maybe.
Ash. Oh, Ash is just off camera. It's reorganized based on it.
Yeah, they're fixing their lights.
Yeah. Ash is still here somewhere. There you go.
I'm still
Ash.
here. Yeah, it's just the natural lighting was just like blowing my face into
No,
whiteness.
That's fair.
Gondor calls for 8. Sorry.
So,
Comic.
The beacons were lit. Thank you, Saz.
is there any other questions for the campaign from everybody? We got about 15 minutes left, and then we got a hard out, so we will be gone at midday.
Yeah.
For once. On time.
We will be in your heart.
It'll be the
forever.
shortest Barovia stream we've had.
It will be the shortest one.
Mm.
That's upsetting to me.
Even our
but-
session 0 went for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just
Yeah,
like
I
hanging
remember.
out.
I remember Matt being like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be like 90 minutes," and then it got to 3 o'clock, and I was like, "I have to leave
Yeah,
because
that's
I have
fair.
not eaten today, and I'm going to kill something if I don't."
Ooh.
I had John checking in,
um,
being like, "Have you eaten yet?" I'm
You
like,
good? Yeah.
"No."
But I would really like, in terms of the campaign at the moment, I would really like for Celestis to have more moments with Gwen. And I'm just like, I always struggle figuring out how to. If you got 2 characters and they've only got like one tiny thing in common, which is smacking things hard. I don't know how
Also
to bond
now-
over that.
Rock, magic, help. I don't do magic.
True, and this is just like, yeah, that's magic. Sure, fucking buddy.
I want to find out if we put the hat on the rock, does the rock turn into?
I know. I kind of don't.
I have
Yeah,
an
I
idea.
kind of don't want to introduce a secondary source of magic to the magic rock. Seems like a bad idea.
So Boxer's got a question. What was everyone's most shocking twist? Like, what was the moment that shocked you the most in the campaign so far?
Ooh.
Look, it was.
Mine was the Jackie.
It was-
Mine was the Jackie not getting it let in natural one. That stumped to me. Like that, it doesn't happen often when I just go like, oh, okay, and just have to roll with it.
It was just Jackie ripping Moshe's heart out in front of him, and then him turning into a turtle
In a charity episode.
That was
in a charity
yeah.
episode.
Actually, same episode, because I think that was probably going to haunt Gwen a little bit for a little while, is that we were all like, yeah, fuck it, let's just stick her axe into Strahd, and suddenly she's hurt everyone. Like,
Yeah.
that was fucked up.
yeah. That was 32 points of damage
Yeah.
because it crit.
True.
Yeah.
Would it be
Crit,
a
and
different?
then just immediately wiped Moshe out.
Would it be a different question then to ask non-charity episode shocking moment?
Non-charity.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
where
now I
there
have to
have
think
been
about
some,
it. I
but
have to go through the Mind Palace.
Right. Like I think maybe let's go for like a different one.
Jackie showing up at the witch's house with Lady Rain. For me, because I was just
like
like, oh
showing
fuck,
up.
I have to. Yeah, I'm just like, oh shit, I have to do something here.
Okay.
Because I was just like, because I knew that if I heard a knock at the door, that I was like, okay, disguise self. And that was all I had planned. That was it.
It's like, For me, the most shocking moment of the campaign so far has been, aside from, Strahd being at the fucking church and fireballing the shit out of it. Strahd being able to cast Fireball is a pretty big surprise that's going to suck for us in the future.
Mhm.
But I think it was getting through the hag fight without taking damage was pretty fucking impressive.
That was really cool. It was less
But
shocking to
having
me, but more like, damn, that was sick.
But having fucked Strahd, that was pretty fucked. It was awful. Because you guys don't know. So you know how he called Strahd daddy? Matt explained later that was meant in a sexual context, not in a I think Strahd is my dad way.
Oh god, did I miss that?
Yeah.
I think you
No,
might have.
That was a week I was
no.
away,
So
or
No, I think
no,
you
so that
like
was-
it was after.
when Matt had me on his Good Morning RPG
Oh, yeah,
painting
yeah.
stream,
We were talking.
I
We
was
were
like,
talking about it
we
there.
were talking about it, and he was like, oh, that wasn't in a familial context. That was in a sex way. And I was like, fuck.
that's fucked up.
Which part was he saying there again? Sorry, I'm trying to fix this link.
Oh, you mean daddy?
When he said, okay, daddy, when
yeah.
Strahd was like, now, do me a favor and kill them. He goes, okay, daddy.
Oh,
That was a
yeah,
sex
yeah.
way.
Yeah, no, he was he's definitely fucked that man.
I think,
Just
I
like,
think-
I'm not even gonna
I
sugarcoat
re-
that. That's a himbo. That's a himbo power
Yeah.
bottom right there.
yeah, everything comes back to the fight. It was,
I think it's the last major thing, like in terms of the campaign leg. Right? Yeah. Hag fight is
think
it?
so.
Yeah, it's like
It-
Barovia Village and
really quickly,
Donovich.
immediately. Just-
Sorry, Ash.
Yeah. No, it was Irina getting insta-killed, like round one of combat. It was like the first thing that the hags did was kill Irina.
Mm.
And that's fucked up. But it
Um,
was also pretty cool. And it also
what about
gave us the option to spend our luck points, which, by the way, we've got an extra luck point because someone subscribed earlier. I saw.
I think we had a
Um,
couple subs in here today, actually.
Sweet.
Saz?
Hey,
What was your
Guys,
favorite
just so
part?
you know, if you sub today,
we got one.
we still get luck points.
Oh yes. Also, I have been in contact with the wonderful Hissy who did our charity event shirt art, and our next little bit of project, if anyone would like to help us out with it, is our a bit of an art refresh for this stream. So I want to get like a little bit of an overlay update happening because right now we're using like the Barovia, the Dragon Break borders and things, and I've used like a generic kind of photo for the background. So we want to get something a bit more custom. And also designing the characters into, if you've seen, I'll get rid of this box here. If you've seen our character arts on here, they all have like tarot cards and things themed around them. I want to try and work with Hissy in a commission to make tarot art style card art for our characters and have them be up to date. Because right now we've got the Hero Forge, which is great. It's a good visualization, but we could have tarot card art, which would be sick.
Yeah.
So right now,
cool.
if you want to help get to that, that is going through our Ko-fi subscription cash. Ko-fi helps us the most because we get all of that. But if you want to have no
Minus
ads,
5%.
then yeah, minus 5%. But it's better than the 10 times that amount that Twitch takes.
Yeah.
So yeah, if right now, that's what I'm looking into. Also, Heather, who was on our Dragon Break show, also Heather of Cry Club fame, who wrote our Dragon Break theme, is also possibly going to do a song for us as well. So we might have a What Would You in Barovia
Sweet.
theme song soon as well. So any cash,
Sweet.
the Heather
Can
has
we
said
talk
they will
about
just help us
songs?
out with this one. But you know, if there's some extra cash that we can swing their way, support artists. So that's what we're going to do.
Can we talk about songs?
Songs.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
What do you got?
We have 7 minutes. Let's
So-
go.
7 minutes. I don't know
They've
about
tapped the
everybody
link.
else, but there is a very I have a specific I think, do you have the link, Matt, that you could put into chat?
Yeah,
or
I've got
something?
it up now.
Is it in there? Okay, sweet. Yeah, so I have a playlist of songs that I'm just like, oh,
Is this public?
this is Mosh. Yeah, it's public.
Sweet. There you go.
This
Enjoy that.
is what Mosh is. Like, this is what he like. These songs embody the idea of Mosh. So I was curious if you all had like songs that embodied your characters. Because
I'm gonna have to
Mosh
think
is
about it
just
now.
like Mosh is very much just like 80s power ballads and just like
It's a really good playlist.
it's
Seriously.
genuinely it's just a good playlist. Like like it's just a good playlist. So
It'll
it's
be
just
my
like
house cleaning track.
yeah, it's just like Holding Out for a Hero, like Boogie Wonderland. We've got some ABBA in there.
Hey, chat, question. What's the best use
No.
of holding out for a hero in a movie, and why is it Shrek 2?
It's not.
It is.
I will die on this hill alone.
Mhm.
I will die
At
on
least
this hill alone.
It's an odd hill you've
Oh.
chosen to die on, but at least you'll be dead.
Um,
No, I'm sorry, I
there's
don't mean that.
one.
You will
There's
die on
one
this hill
very,
alone.
very important song that spurred this whole thought process along, and that's the Jackie, like like that Jackie, Jackie, that song.
I
Yeah.
want to hear
That's
like
what spurred.
Roxanne, but it's Strad Fontarovich. Because it starts
There's
the
also
same.
Heaven by DJ Sammy. What else we got? Some Billy Joel in there as well.
Ooh.
And then it gets weird, and this is very specific moments, but there's also like Beastie Boys.
I didn't see that one.
Elliot, I have an addition for you for later when you get to when Mosh actually becomes useful. And I reckon this would be a good addition for an alternate of something you've already got in there, but like when it's like Mosh leveled up, etc. Like, you have his like redux version of the song. I reckon that one would be good for that.
I've also got anything with like a really obnoxiously long guitar solo.
Freebird?
Like that's in there as well. Yeah, Freebird's in there. Freebird's in there. Hotel California 25 or 624 is in there as well. It's a bop of a playlist, I'm not gonna lie. It's just good. But yeah, that's the inner workings of like at any given moment that like stuff like that is going through Moshe's head. Like he'll be walking down the street and Boogie Wonderland's playing in his head. Just like
doesn't surprise me. Doesn't have an internal monologue. He has an internal
and like
soundtrack.
if they're fighting Strahd, there's like maniacs playing. Just really, really weird shit. And like Copacabana is just like about his past. Like that happened to him at some point. Like that song's
Really?
written about.
I'm excited for that to come out in game.
Like it's just really dumb. I've been working on so many dumb stories to tell about Mosh.
I'm so excited to hear them. Because I'm guessing that we're going to have campfire time in the next session.
Yeah, if anyone
presumably.
wants to, like, if you want to hear about the time Mosh caused a revolution, I've
Have
worked
ready.
on that story.
Just have it ready to go. For the session.
No, it is
Just-
ready.
Good, excellent. Be prepared to tell it. I don't really have much of a playlist for Calestis, but I've got one song that comes to mind, and it's "Burn Your Village" by Kiki Rockwell, which I really enjoy, and also the lyric, "All that I've been taught and every word I've got is foreign to me," from Hosier's "Foreigner's God." Are probably the two things that resonate the most for me with Calestis as she is right now.
I haven't got one for Gwen. I'm gonna have to think about this.
It's Immigrant Song. It's Immigrant Song, and it's just the guitar riff from Immigrant Song over and over and over
now,
again.
now that she's got like the whole tree thing going, yeah.
The two.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
I think,
Sold.
I mean, it depends how queer icon we want to make Strahd, but like the Like a Prayer remix from Deadpool and Wolverine could go real well.
Oh, that was so good. yes.
I was gonna
I think-
go. What
I
was
think
the joke?
Strahd
Oh,
is.
But then like the
We had a
choir
joke
version when
for
he's playing his
Strahd.
organ, you know?
I
We-
think
we had a-
specifically for Strahd, the version that an actual church did of Like a Virgin, thinking that it was about Jesus.
Oh, yeah. You mean the Like
I
a
think
Prayer?
that
or?
is the. Oh yeah, Like a Prayer. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think that is the perfect fucking amount of sacrilegious for Strahd.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna say for Strahd, ABBA, gimme, gimme, gimme a man after midnight.
Ooh.
I think that's just for Mosh.
Red
like-
Wine Supernova by
we
Chapel
had the
Roan.
joke. We had the joke of that one being like, gimme, gimme, gimme a mosh after midnight.
That's really good. I was gonna say, Red Wine Supernova, but the wine is blood, so like Red Blood Supernova. What else have we got? Little Freak by Baby No Money. What else we got? Oh, It Boy, Baby No Money would also work.
I see
Folk song by
Dead Like
Tim
Me
Minchin.
Dead has mentioned.
STAHD.
Yeah, that'll do it. I see
it?
that Dead Like Me Dead has
RAHD.
said Uria's Limp Bizkit's Break Stuff.
Purple Rain, but you change it to Lady Rain.
Lady Rain. Out of
Yeah, I
reach
think,
constantly, it's my pain.
I just
No,
think
that's
for
Chocolate
Strahd,
Rain.
Well, it both
The
work.
opening
What did you say?
Both
Purple.
work.
Damn it. Well, Chocolate
Purple
Rain.
Rain.
Chocolate Rain works as well then.
Just for Strahd, the opening verse of Tim Minchin's Pope song, which if you haven't heard it,
Oh
I
yeah.
encourage you to listen to it. Yeah. For those who haven't heard it, the lyrics are
I need to make a Strahd playlist now.
fuck the motherfucker, fuck the motherfucker, fuck the motherfucker, he's a fucking motherfucker. And then repeat that.
Yeah, I just want to see the the differences in like genres between all the characters. Because Mosh
Yeah,
is very much just like he's stuck in the 80s. Like he wants a good like guitar solo. That's what he wants.
He wants a guitar. Matt, Elliot was telling me the other day he wants a guitar for
Oh,
Mosh.
yeah,
Can he
wanna
have
give-
that?
we-
Hey, chat, if we
And a
get
gun.
50 gift subs next stream,
Just
Mosh
next
gets
stream.
a pocket dimension in his shell. In one stream. I think 50 in one stream is a good number to, like, instead of being like, well, because if we get 50 in one stream, Mosh gets a pocket dimension in his shell and he gets a gun and a guitar. And he just gets to put his arm, like,
I feel
fully
like-
shell like a turtle does
Yeah, he
and
just like
pull it
reaches
out
it, it's like
with something.
it just like pops into his like his shell and then
And
he
if
just
Mosh-
pops out with a
And
gun.
if Mosh gets a gun, it means that Yuria has access to a gun, and we all want that.
All right, here's a playlist.
Everyone has access
that-
to a gun.
If I just link this playlist, can other people just add to this?
I'm
I don't know.
not sure.
All right, well, here's a playlist.
I have no
I've
idea how
called it
Spotify
Strahd,
works.
but he's an icon, and if it lets you add to it, please. I want to see what you would think that Strahd would listen to, or would.
He made a picture.
Yeah. We got to wrap because I got to go in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
let's go around the table real quick. Thank you everyone for joining us as well. This has been really fun. But I've been Briefcase. I've been your not DM today. I've been your just funky little guy, answering some questions and having a good time with my friends. You can find me
Been our
around here.
chief yapper.
I have Chief Yaps over here. You can find me if you do exclamation STB or exclamation Matt in the chat. And you can find me around there. You know the deal at this point. Saz.
Hi.
Hello, thank you
I'm
for
paying
joining.
attention, I swear. Sorry, my kid just came home. Hi, I'm Saz or Sazameeple. You can find me on Blue Sky and Threads at Sazameeple. Ever on the internet as Meeples and Dragons. We're actually getting back to streaming this weekend, doing something like this with the Radiant Shadows cast, or those who actually turn up and are able to. And apart from that, you can also find me over on the Lore Rights when we decide we're coming back for the new year with Sordid Skulls, playing the tiniest, cutest fucking little fairy warlock you've ever seen in your life. Me.
Amazing. Elliot.
I'm Elliot. You can find me everywhere at 8-Bit Elliot. I'm silly little guy on the internet. That's what I do for a living. So yeah, follow my socials and various things to see what I get up to.
Also, Ash. Last but certainly not
I'd just like
least.
to add that Elliot plays Gwent and he's not good at it, and it's very entertaining for me. But I love you, Elliot.
Harsh
That bad.
He's been
words.
playing. he's not that bad. He's not that bad. He's just not that good. Oh. I'm Ash, and I make
Got him.
stuff. Oh, here's an example. I made this axe one. Anyway, hey, I'm Ash and I make stuff. You can find me at Ash Makes Stuff on all the social medias. You can also find me over at the Law Rights, where I play in Sword of the Skulls with Saz, but also I DM in It's Two Queens, which is returning this weekend, Saturday, 7 p.m. till 9:30 p.m. We're going to have a little gay pirate adventure doing some stuff. There might be a dragon involved. There will be no fucking of the dragon
Hey.
involved. Sorry, Jess, if you're watching, but, you know,
Be around
yeah,
somewhere.
please come and watch. It's my first campaign, my first time DMing. And we've been
She's
having
fucking
we've been having a
killing it,
blast.
guys.
Shut up.
She's really good at it, and you
Um,
should watch it, and it's fantastic. And
I really love doing it.
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, and I've finally just decided to throw away the random encounter table, and I'm like, fuck it, did encounters from now on.
Yeah.
So yeah. Matt, you actually gave me an idea for something that they're going to encounter. That I'll talk about later.
Sick. Yeah, tell me about that later.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna ruin their lives.
Speaking of gay pirates and players on gay pirates, we're gonna raid Andy SPG, who is in that game.
Yay!
And I forgot what they're currently
Small
doing.
boy.
They are playing some Yakuza 3 Remastered. So make sure to give them. Oh yeah, go follow Rin. Go follow Rin. They do all the yapping. They're a full-time streamer. They are a shit poster and rapper, and here's their links and stuff. Go and follow
Yeah,
them.
they're
They are amazing.
Rin_Vixen everywhere on the internet. You
Yes.
can also find them in Carstone over at Winter's Tales.
Yes, that's what they're recording right now, in fact. And I
Yeah,
will be doing
that's why they
mine
had
at some
to-
point
that's why
soon
they had to
too.
skedaddle.
So we're rating Andy SPG.
Andy SPG, we're going to go over to, and he's playing some Yakuza 3. So be sure to. What are we going to write in chat, everyone? We're going to write in chat.
Gay
All right.
Pirates rock.
We're going to write King of the Pirates.
Yeah.
King of the Pirates.
Did you guys ever see a pirate movie? It's just called a pirate movie. It was based on Pirates of Penzance. It came out in like the
I like-
70s or the 80s. Really good. I quite enjoyed it.
Nice. All right. We will see everybody this time next week for a normal episode, and the theme will be Survive. Other than that, I'm going to be back on. I don't think we're streaming tonight. I think we're just playing some games offline. But on Thursday, we'll be doing some first hobby streams of the year. I'll either be painting or doing something. I want to finish some of these models, like my hobbits that are trying to give each other sausages while sniping another mini.
Don't say
That
it
was
like
a whole
that.
phrase.
Don't say it
Yeah.
like that.
It's called provisionally
Fuck you.
prepared. Look it up.
Yeah, but you can't. They're trying to give each other sausage while they.
You know what's funny?
You
It
can't
rated
say it
out
like that.
as it